We start today in Puerto Rico, where the Blood Bank of Mutual Services is begging citizens to make donations to supply the high demand of blood for patients on the island of Puerto Rico. Our Francis Felix reports.
The Bank of Mutual Services of Puerto Rico is requesting people to make donations due to the low inventory caused by the pandemic situation. The Vice President of the Blood Bank of Mutual Services urged people to call and make appointments to donate. With the closeness of Holy Week, the donations tend to go down.
Due to the restrictions and the different lockdowns that were implemented according to the pandemic and the response from the government, it made it more difficult for people to attend to the different blood centers and provide their blood donations. So that created a crash on all the inventories that we had in hand, and it made it really difficult for us to collect the blood to supply the hospitals. Well, right now we're trying to boost our blood drives, which is a primary source for collecting blood throughout the island. We have 6 centers, fixed sites in different parts of the island, but we also try to do some outreach to different companies, pharmaceutical companies, schools, universities to perform the blood drives and make it more accessible to the people to participate. So with the recent lift on the restrictions for COVID, we've had more demand on being able to access those sites, different companies and universities, schools, and we're starting to ramp up on our inventory to be able to meet demand. We need on a daily basis around 200 units of blood collected to be able to supply the need of the hospitals. We're the primary supplier for about 30 to 40 hospitals on the island. So on a daily basis, we need to send out blood to all those hospitals. So in order to recuperate that inventory, we need to collect on an equal basis. So in order for us to be able to provide that blood and at the same time increase our inventories in order to be able to have a good on-hand inventory for any catastrophe, we need to collect about 200 units a day. So it's a pretty big effort. To collect 200 units of blood, you need to process probably about 250, 300 people because of the deferment factors. You have people that do not qualify for the donation. You have some tests that come out positive and you have to throw those units out. You have the no-show factor of people that say that they're going to come in to donate, but then they don't show up. So for us to be able to get those 200 units, we need to make the effort to get 250 to 300 people in order to get down to that number.
The blood bank needs 200 blood donors to supply their daily demand. They have 6 stations around the island for people to go and visit and make their donations. They need the cooperation of every citizen to get to help the patients. If you want to help, call the number below. From Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, Francis Felix.